Deep inside a magical forest filled with towering trees, colorful flowers, and sparkling streams, lived a tiny squirrel named Chiku. Unlike the other squirrels, Chiku was much smaller. His paws were tiny, his tail wasn't as fluffy, and he couldn't jump as high as his friends. While the other squirrels played proudly among the branches, Chiku often sat quietly, dreaming of becoming someone special one day. The other squirrels often laughed at Chiku. They told him he was too small to do anything important. Their words hurt his feelings, but Chiku never became angry. Instead, he looked toward the bright sky and wondered if one day he could prove that even the smallest animal could do something great. Deep inside his heart, a dream of becoming a hero continued to grow. One beautiful morning, something strange happened. Birds flew nervously through the trees, rabbits rushed through the bushes, and deer gathered together with worried faces. Chiku noticed the fear spreading across the forest. Curious, he quickly climbed a tall tree and asked the wise old owl Oliver what was happening. The owl looked serious and pointed toward the center of the forest. In the heart of the forest stood the magical golden tree. Its glowing leaves brought life to every animal and plant. But now its leaves were turning gray, and its branches looked weak. Oliver explained that the golden tree was dying. If it wasn't saved soon, the forest would lose its magic forever. Fear spread among the gathered animals as they listened carefully. Oliver revealed that only the magical water from the crystal spring beyond the dark hills could save the golden tree. The journey would be dangerous, filled with rivers, caves, and storms. The animals looked at each other nervously. No one wanted to volunteer. Suddenly, Chiku stepped forward. In a clear voice, he announced that he would go. The crowd burst into laughter, but Chiku stood firmly. Early the next morning, Chiku began his adventure. The forest slowly disappeared behind him as he crossed winding paths and climbed rocky trails. Although he felt nervous, he continued moving forward. Every step reminded him that he was carrying the hopes of the entire forest. The journey ahead was long, but Chiku refused to give up on his mission. Soon Chiku reached a powerful river. The water rushed wildly between large rocks. As he searched for a way across, he noticed a baby turtle struggling in the current. Without thinking about the danger, Chiku jumped onto a floating log and stretched out his paw. The frightened turtle grabbed hold, and together they reached safety on the riverbank. The grateful turtle family thanked Chiku for saving their child. To repay his kindness, they helped him cross the dangerous river safely. Chiku continued his journey and soon entered a dark cave hidden inside a mountain. Strange sounds echoed around him. Suddenly, he heard a frightened voice calling for help somewhere deep inside the darkness. Following the cries, Chiku discovered a young bat trapped beneath fallen rocks. The bat looked scared and helpless. Chiku pushed and pulled with all his strength. The rocks barely moved, but he refused to stop. After many attempts, the rocks finally shifted aside. The bat spread its wings and flew free, overwhelmed with gratitude for Chiku's bravery and kindness. The bat guided Chiku safely through hidden cave tunnels and out the other side. Ahead stood the dark hills. Thick storm clouds covered the sky, and powerful winds shook the trees. Rain poured heavily. Chiku sheltered beneath a large rock, feeling tired and alone. For a moment, he wondered if he was truly strong enough to complete this impossible mission. As the storm slowly passed, Chiku remembered the forest he loved so much. He thought about the animals depending on him and the golden tree that needed saving. Gathering his courage, he stood up and continued forward. Then, in the distance, he saw something shining brightly under the morning sun. It was the legendary crystal spring. Chiku carefully collected the magical water from the crystal spring. Just as he prepared to leave, a huge wolf stepped onto the path. The wolf looked frightening, but Chiku noticed something unusual. A painful thorn was stuck deep inside the wolf's paw. Instead of running away, Chiku gently removed the thorn. The surprised wolf thanked him and promised to help him return safely. Protected by the wolf, Chiku quickly returned to the forest. The animals rushed forward in amazement as they saw him carrying the crystal water. No one could believe the tiny squirrel had actually succeeded. The wise owl carefully poured the magical water onto the roots of the golden tree while every animal watched silently and waited. Suddenly, a brilliant golden light spread through the tree. Its leaves sparkled once again, and life returned to the entire forest. Flowers bloomed, birds sang, and the river shimmered with magic. The animals cheered for Chiku, finally understanding that true heroes are not measured by size. From that day forward, Chiku became a legend whose courage inspired every creature in the Golden Forest.